So is this thing working yet? Hey, so it's working. Oh, there I am. Okay, hey. There. Yeah. Mute that. Sorry, guys, just trying to figure all of this mess out for the first time. Can you hear me okay? Why are you confused? Tanya? You should just stay confused. All right, good. So I was kind of bored tonight and decided I want to get on here and say hello and maybe chit chat a bit, and thinking about doing a couple little methods here to do some spirit communication, maybe do Estes method or some dowsing rods, and who knows what happens. We'll see. So I've got Rhys here with me, and so for those of you who don't know, Rhys is also on my team. They're also my kid. They're 17 years old, and they have some psychic abilities, mediumship abilities. They've been working on it lately. But they usually do pretty good with Estes method, dowsing rods, things like that. So, let's see, without further ado.
Hi.
So, Rhys does not really like being on camera, but decided, they'll do it with the mask on. This delay here is kind of tripping me out because I've got both YouTube open and StreamYard, and it's kind of weird.
Hey.
Hey, camera freak. I had a kid that was similar. Yeah, I think I told you that, Tanya, a while back. If you've seen any of our videos, usually they're the ones with dowsing rods. And we also have another psychic medium on our team, Abby, who goes with us sometimes to places.
Hi, Harley.
So, how many people are in here? 5 people. 5 likes. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
So, any ideas? Anything you want to chat about? Do you need to get to know us a little bit better?
Yeah, feel free to ask questions.
Yeah, so we kind of want to ease ourselves into this whole live stream thing. I can tell you guys that I've always been into the paranormal. Ever since I was a kid, I've seen spirits. I've had crazy things happen to me. Then it kind of went away as I grew up. My mom used to read me Edgar Allan Poe, just read me to sleep like that. So I always liked the spooky, the macabre, the weird. And then I kind of grew up and had an adult life, which sucked. I really got into genealogy and researching family history. And after doing that for 10 years, I was like, there's some things that I just don't know. I wonder if we can communicate with spirits of our ancestors. And that kind of is what started me wanting to do it. And Rhys and I have always, we've been watching Ghost Adventures and Ghost Brothers and Kindred Spirits and all of those for for years, seen every episode. So we were always really interested in it. And then as they kind of started growing up and realizing there was some abilities and things, it's like, well, I'm already visiting cemeteries already for my genealogy and family history research. Why not try and mix that in with the paranormal? And then I got bit by the paranormal bug, and I'm itching to get out and do investigating every day, even though that's not possible, especially in the Florida summer heat. So let's see here.
Harley mentioned using a plasma ball. We had that idea. We haven't gotten a plasma ball yet, but we've been wanting to. We think it would be pretty cool to do. Wanting to get into paranormal stuff, have no idea where to start. I would say, honestly, just find a place that you feel like is somewhat haunted, and pull out your phone and start just recording, like asking questions and see if you get a response. You don't have to buy any fancy, expensive equipment to do it. Literally, just your phone as a recorder and record things.
Delve in the spirit box. I don't have to go look for them because I'm a magnet. Yeah, we've had some crazy stuff happening with us. One of our first investigations, we went to a train depot, and to start with, I guess I was more of the science techie type of guy, and Rhys was more on the metaphysical, the witchy side. Let's bring some crystals, let's do all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, bring the pretty rocks if you want to. And we went to this place and had an experience there where we had a K2 meter sitting right in front of me, and it started pegging red like crazy. And we had other EMF meters right next to it, but none of those were actually doing anything. It was just the one. So we thought, okay, that's weird. Why don't we try switching this one with another one and see if it does anything? Maybe it's just batteries are going low, or it's just malfunctioning. And when we did that, the next meter that sat right in front of me started lighting up like crazy. So we pulled the dowsing rods out and started asking questions. And, you cross the dowsing rods for yes and open the dowsing rods for no. And we kept asking questions, and it seemed like we were talking with a little girl spirit, and she kept pointing to another room. And we didn't understand. I mean, you're not crossing the rods and you're not opening them. You're just pointing, and just kept pointing constantly. Finally asked the question, do you want us to go into that room? And they crossed yes. So I picked up my K2 meter, walked over there, hit the threshold, and got hit by so much energy that I almost fell back. Every hair on my body stood straight up. My meter that was in my hand went to red and stayed there. And you could just feel the energy in that room was so intense. And I've never felt that in my life, ever. I was never sensitive, anything like that, as far as I can remember. And that night changed everything for me. So, like, bring the sage, bring whatever, you bring all your pretty rocks. Let's start using those things, because this shit's real. It's not just, hey, use your EVP recorder and maybe you get something that says, get out.
Hi, Elaine. Welcome.
Hello, Elaine. So that was our first big experience with it. And we got home and I started experimenting with some crystals then, because, if I could feel that kind of energy, I wanted to see what all the hype was with the crystals. And I was just holding one while talking, and all of a sudden I felt like a pulsing in my hand. I'm like, what the hell is this? This is weird. I think I'm feeling the crystal's energy. Well, Rhys had a whole bunch of crystals already, so we started running tests, and we spent 3 hours holding crystals and feeling how each one had a different energy. So yeah, that's really started changing my mind about things and my outlook spiritually, however you want to put it. And from then on, we went on investigations with I did at least, with a much more open mind, seeing what, if anything, we could contact, if it was spirits, if it was more non-human spirits, anything beyond the veil, trying to learn as much as I could with the metaphysical stuff, the psychic, different things like how to use the dowsing rods. I tried scrying. I made my own black mirror, which actually right here. So I made that just out of a picture frame, painting the back of the glass black over and over again, so it shows a reflection in there. And so here in the last couple of months, we haven't really been doing too much investigating with the weather. You know, we can drive out to a cemetery or something, and by the time we get there, it's storming, and we get home, and then it's not raining again. That's just Florida weather and heat. So we started doing some things here at the house, and
it's absolutely insane how much people will charge you to investigate. Like for hotels especially, it's like they want you to rent out the whole hotel, which can be thousands of dollars just to investigate. No.
Super strong for real, but I'm naturally connected to crystals.
I've been into crystals and witchcraft and divination and stuff for about 4 or 5 years now. I consider myself an eclectic pagan as well.
Yeah, Nostradamus he did scrying, a lot of scrying. I don't know too much about his methods. I've watched plenty of documentaries on him and his all of his predictions and ones that have come true. So anyone have any questions for us? If you haven't seen our latest videos that we did, we jumped in on a TikTok live from a friend of ours, and the results from that session were insane. Probably the best evidence I've ever had. Basically, we did a double Estes session where Rhys was blindfolded and had noise-canceling headphones plugged into a spirit box. And then our friend Raven, who was 1,200 miles away, did the same thing. And so neither of them can hear each other. They couldn't hear me. And I started asking questions. And like I said, the results were insane. Rhys and Raven were talking back and forth, or the spirits were through them. One of the craziest ones was Rhys said, Alistair. And I asked Crowley, and then Raven responded Crowley. So they corrected my pronunciation of his last name.
I'm an eclectic practitioner, soul guide, necromancer. Chewy! Or something like that. I'm also an eclectic practitioner. I kind of dabble in whatever when it comes to witchcraft, but it's a lot of divination and spirit work for sure. That's kind of what got me into the whole paranormal thing. What would you recommend for a pendulum? Honestly, anything that calls to you. I've seen people use a ring on a chain that they wear as a necklace. I've used keys on a necklace chain. I have a few of my own pendulums. But really, it's like you can go by stone associations, but it's just your vibes.
Yeah, so I'm a lot more newer into all of that stuff. I've always been a spiritual person. I've been in various religions growing up my entire life. And this is just a new chapter in mine with all the evidence that we've gotten. I've just kind of going with the flow and learning as much as I can. Give us 1 second while we go let a dog back inside because the other dog's going crazy. You want to do that or?
Yeah. I'll go get that.
Don't buy online. Is that for, let's see, crystals or pendulums? I would say with the pendulums and crystals, if you go into a metaphysical store, pick them up, see how they feel to you, hold them for a minute or two, and, you can like the look of them or you can feel its energy. And that's how a lot of people choose their crystals.
Yeah. I'm back and I've obtained a Smeanus.
Yeah, this is our little cat.
He's my familiar, though he lacks brain cells. Buying crystals online is difficult, as there's no really way of telling whether it's fake or not. But yeah, if you have a store around you, definitely go to that store. Do your research into what crystals you might want to use. Figure out how to spot fakes.
Yeah, definitely cleanse them when you bring them home, Elaine. Just like Elaine said, you can smudge them. You can put them in a selenite bowl.
I personally cleanse mine with incense,
moonlight,
even sunlight. That's if your crystals don't react to sunlight, don't react to salt, don't react to water. Because things like amethyst will fade in the sun. Things like malachite will make your water toxic. There are some that react to salt. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Also, be careful about which ones you hold, because holding them can also have bad reactions to your skin. And if you do hold them, make sure you wash your hands before and after.
Oh, thank you, Tanya.
Thank you. Typically wear Moonstone, have a Moonstone bracelet and a Moonstone charm on my piercing. Okay, so Moonstone is one that is very often faked. So you'll often see something called opalite get called Moonstone or get called opal. So actual Moonstone, I think, let me grab mine.
Here we go with the crystal collection. That's just theirs. I've built mine up in the last couple of months now. I got addicted to collecting pretty rocks.
So
and also
Moonstone, I have two kinds here. This one is Rainbow Moonstone, and this one's Black Moonstone. That's what actual Moonstone looks like. I don't have any opalite on me at the moment to show what opalite looks like, but it's kind of like a transparent sort of glassy material. It is glass, and it's kind of shiny. Oh yeah, I do have a bracelet. Hold up. Okay, so this bracelet here is opalite, and that's what opalite looks like. That's not Moonstone.
Hey, Helena.
The one on your bracelet has blue in it? Okay, so that kind of depends per Moonstone. Yes, you need to show me your collection. Absolutely. These incenses sometimes may seem evil. I also do cleansing with Reiki. Okay, I don't have any experience with Reiki personally. Yeah, actually, do send me a picture on Discord, and I'll tell you if it's real or not.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Still kind of weirded out by all this, but this has been in the making. I've been wanting to do a live stream for a while, and started doing a couple of TikTok lives. We did one, was that yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. We drove to a cemetery yesterday, 2 hours away, for the spirits to say, we don't like you, leave, get out of here, we're not talking to you. So
they called me some very, very offensive things, and gave me a literal panic attack as we were about to leave.
But yeah, we recorded that one for the it was a TikTok live, but I still have it saved, and I'll put it I'll do a little editing and make it a YouTube video for everyone to see. It's a nice tour of the cemetery. I'd say probably 80% of the graves there have no names on them. Most of them have been destroyed over time by trees falling on them. There's a lot of them that are just a pile of bricks, and that's all that's left of the grave. It's really sad to see how it's been taken care of. But that was the cemetery where I made up my mind that I wanted to start paranormal investigating. I wanted to find the names of these people, who they were. And yesterday was the first time I got to go back to that cemetery. And to be told, hey, we don't like you, leave. Well, you got to do what you got to do, respect the spirits. So.
My camera froze on there for a bit. It's fine.
Yeah, it happens. So, who do we have in here now? Let's see. We got Beth, this Crafty Crafter, and Adventures with Beth. You always switch your accounts, confuse people. Let's see. Elena will be back in a second.
Yeah, your bracelet is your Moonstone, yeah.
I've been interested in Reiki too, ever since I started getting into all of this, and when I found out what it was. But it's like one step at a time. I need to realign a lot of things in my life and my beliefs, and learn as much as I can first before I started a whole nother thing adding into it.
I'm very open to believing just about anything if you can convince me enough. Like, I consider myself an omnist, so like whatever your religion is, I do believe that your God exists. Whether I worship it or not, I do believe that what you are worshiping is real.
Needless to say, it was a little odd at first in our household when, I grew up as a Christian and raised my family Christian, going to church, and then my kid comes up and says, hey, by the way, I'm a witch. Like, oh, okay, well, I'm not the typical person who would, just say, no, you're not doing that or anything. I mean, this is America, right? You got a right to believe what you're going to believe, and I'm not egotistical enough to say that, hey, what I'm doing is the right thing to do either. So I let them learn what they wanted to learn and practice how they wanted to practice, and I did my thing, and then it kind of meshed together when we started investigating together.
Yeah, before we started investigating together, I would try to explain the whole witchcraft thing to him and explain how intention is like the most important thing in it, and he could not understand how the heck that works. He couldn't understand what exactly energy was until he held those crystals and he felt the energy for himself. It's really something that you kind of have to like feel yourself to actually believe it.
Yeah, a lot of people are raised Christian and switch to paganism, and you do you. It's all good, If it makes you happy, do it. Learn as much as you can about it. You believe what you want to believe, and I'm not going to hate on anybody for a belief unless they're just straight up killing people for their beliefs.
Yeah, Tanya, don't feel like you have to put a label on yourself if you feel like you're not ready to. Use whatever works for you. And like Elaine said, people need to follow a spiritual path that makes sense for them. Just because somebody tells you to follow a path doesn't mean you have to. It doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Just do what feels right for you.
Yeah, and I've learned that there's a difference in worshiping deities or working with deities. Especially, with you have people who, okay, let me put it this way. I was really shocked to find out that people still worshipped Greek gods. That confused the mess out of me. But now I understand it. I was like, well, this is a mythology. These are myths. This stuff didn't happen. And to better understand it, we basically look at it like, well, those stories, yeah, that didn't happen, but the gods are real. And even if they weren't originally real, from the beginning of time or whatever, we also believed in thought manifestations like egregores. So if a group of people learned something and said, hey, there is this god here, his name is Zeus, and people started worshiping Zeus, they're putting that thought into the universe. And from doing that and putting all that energy and thought into it, it basically creates a god. So if that makes sense.
You're researching Irish paganism as you're Irish. I don't know too much about Irish paganism. I'm kind of focusing more on Hellenic and Norse beliefs at the moment. I worship Hellenic gods myself. I don't really work with Norse ones, but I find the stories interesting. I'll promise you, I was anointed to my abilities and my purpose before I was ever born. Interesting. Okay.
So hopefully this isn't confusing a lot of people, because I know not everybody out there is pagan or understands any of that stuff. Like I said, I am still learning this, and how this gets tied into the paranormal. I wouldn't have made any connections before until we started having different experiences. For instance, okay, we had, I'm sure many people have heard of Loki from the Norse pantheon. Loki showed up at an investigation. Had you told me that a couple of months ago, I would have said you were crazy. Like, what is some mythological guy doing in a train station in, some rural Florida town? But we were using dowsing rods, and actually these dowsing rods, and I'll kind of demonstrate to you what they were doing. But so we would ask questions, and instead of getting the yes or no, every question we were getting this.
And it would just make an L.
I don't know if you can see that, but it just made an L. And every question, it didn't matter. It just kept doing this. Like, you're just playing with us, right? And then it crossed yes. I'm like, okay, interesting. So, and I think we just lost internet. Did we just lose internet?
Did we? I'm not on the Wi-Fi, so I don't know.
I don't know. Can y'all still see me or hear me?
Oh, shoot, I need to charge my phone. Here's this one, Moonstone on my piercing. Okay, let me look at that. My camera might freeze.
So anyway, if
yeah, that one looks real as well. The one on your piercing.
You still hear me? It's just my computer showed I disconnected from the internet. Okay, getting back to it. So Rhys knew Loki and asked, is this Loki? And the rods crossed yes. And we had a couple little things happen that night that kind of led them to believe that, other than just the L's. Things would come up missing and then just reappear where we've already searched. Just, playful things that initially we attributed to a kid. Actually, you had a friend that you contacted.
Yeah, one of my partners at the time worked with Loki and was able to confirm for me with him that he was actually contacting us. Also, Tanya, you mentioned that a lot of Irish carry the Druid styles. That is true, but there is also a difference between Druidry and Celtic paganism. That is something kind of important to remember. As Druidry, you have to go through a very extensive process to get admitted into it, where Celtic paganism is entirely open. I read a lot of Greencraft books because they have a lot of info about elements, crystals, and more. Yeah, I definitely recommend reading a lot on Green Witchcraft if that's your thing.
Just research. Yeah. So, I don't know how many of you guys believe in the dowsing rods. I was the biggest skeptic of these things. When we saw them in St. Augustine, Rhys was like, I want dowsing rods. And we said, why? We're not looking for water. So no, we use them for spiritual stuff. Well, they're $20, so if you really want them, I guess I'll buy them for you.
15.
Oh, they were 20.
15.
Okay, 15 then. So we brought them home. I'm like, show me how these things work. I said, I want you to go out into the yard. And I had 2 pets buried out there that I was the only person who knew where the graves were. Mm-hmm. And Rhys went out there with the dowsing rods, and they basically just pointed. And they pointed, and they would move, and so Rhys just kept walking, and then got to a certain spot, and then they crossed. Said, right here, and I'm like, that's exactly where she was buried. And then it's like, okay, well, there's another grave out here. I want you to find this dog's grave. So they just put in their head, where's this grave at? Where's this grave? And kind of led them through the backyard. And then it got to a point where they just crossed. I said, that is exactly where she was buried. I'm now a believer in the dowsing rods.
Yeah, and I had absolutely no idea where these dogs were buried. I knew the general area-ish of one of them, but the other one was buried before I had even moved here, so I would have no idea. You're Luciferian, which means you believe in Lucifer and Lady Lilith, yeah.
And I know there are people who are going to watch this and say, Lucifer, that's a Satan worshiper. And no,
absolutely not.
There's a difference.
There is a huge difference.
Especially from the Luciferian side or the Satanist side, there's a big difference.
There's even different types of Satanists within Satanism. So you have theistic Satanists who do believe in a actual, I wouldn't call him a god, but for basic purposes, a god version of Satan where they do actually worship him and work with him. But then you have atheistic Satanism, which is just imagine. Okay, how do I explain that? So it kind of just takes values from the symbol of Satan as rebellion, and they follow that rebellion. They don't really worship Satan as an entity, just as a symbol.
Figure in a white robe surrounded by a halo of light.
That is a very common manifestation of a ghost. Everybody has seen or heard of a woman in white.
Tanya, why were you saying no? Not sure why you said no. I don't know the context of that or
the delay is awful.
The intonation there.
First, you can't worship Satan if you don't believe in Satan, which I don't. I know there are higher entities, not just one, but I don't worship anyone.
Okay.
Atheistic Satanists don't worship Satan. They just see him as a symbol. They don't believe in an actual entity of Satan. It's more about just values. How about Luciferian being a devil worshiper. No, Lucifer and Satan are entirely different entities. They can be connected in some cases, yes, but they are entirely different entities. A Luciferian can or cannot be a Satan worshiper. It depends on what they want to be.
I will put this out there. I'm not a Satanist or a Luciferian, but you do you. Whoever's doing that. I do understand the difference in the two. I do know that how a Christian believes in Lucifer and Satan is not how a pagan believes in them. So there's a big difference there. And I think that's why there's a lot of miscommunication and conflict between the two.
Trying to explain exactly how my situation is, so to speak, but it's too much to type and I don't know how to actually put it into words on paper, and generally just open my mouth and it all comes. Okay. I don't choose to label myself as a devil worshiper, though coming from the South, I have that label tacked on to me.
No kidding. Yeah, just walking around yesterday, Rhys had a pentacle necklace. Like, we go to certain places, you may just want to put that in your shirt. This is the South. You never know how people are going to look at you and what their beliefs are, but you can pretty much guess. Let's see. So with our paranormal claims, I personally do not say, hey, by the way, we were speaking to a demon. We were speaking to an angel. We were doing this. We were doing that. We don't tell people this is exactly what we did. What we will do is we have our beliefs on what we were doing and who we were talking to, but we put it out there and let the people decide for themselves. I think that's the better way to do it. We don't want to put any ideas in anybody's head. I'm not out to change anyone's spirituality, anyone's personal beliefs, nothing like that. Just here's the evidence, take it as you wish, and we'll go with that. As far as some of the craziest evidence, though, it's not like we've got a lot of visual stuff or things that we can scientifically prove. I mean, there isn't a single paranormal investigator out there that can say, hey, this is definitive proof that we talked to a ghost. This was my dead grandma. Here is absolute proof that's undeniable. So you must believe. And there's nobody who's ever been able to do it. A person can say, hey, I'm a medium and I see your grandfather and he's saying this to you, but how can you prove that?
Honestly, unless you live in a vacuum, there is no way to prove that what you're seeing in front of you is actually a ghost. Whatever the equipment's doing, you can't prove that that's actually a ghost and not just some natural interference that's happening. You can't prove for 100% that it was anything paranormal. You can just say it's unexplained because you can't explain it in that moment. And maybe you do find an explanation later on that you can say with facts. But as far as it comes to the paranormal, you can't say it's facts. And 50 of the paranormal doctor type individual that only living beings with no situation. Okay. Challenges of the paranormal, but progress made as people share openly and honestly. Yeah.
So this is how we approach the paranormal now. We go in with all the equipment, all the usual stuff. K2 meters, spirit boxes. We have two different ones. We have two different EMF meters. But we also use dowsing rods. I know a lot of people don't like those. You can't prove those. But when we hold them, we know what we are doing with them or not. If we can feel the things moving in our hands and we're not actually doing that, we know. And it's not up to us to prove to you. We want to prove to ourselves.
That's exactly it. We just want to prove it to ourselves, not to you necessarily. If you believe, that's great. Whatever. Happy for you. But we just want to prove to ourselves that something's actually out there and that what we're talking to is real.
Yeah, there's no way to prove it. I already know that. But we will present the evidence to you and take it as you wish. Like
maybe you will get a kick out of it.
Yeah, especially if Loki comes through.
Oh boy.
Progress made as people share openly and honestly. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of progress. At the same time, there's all those investigators who want to put out killer content and it just doesn't happen. You can go to the most haunted locations in the world and not get a lick of evidence, but yet week after week they put out paranormal videos with evidence somehow. And I don't believe in that. If we go to a location and we don't capture anything, we're going to tell you we didn't capture anything. We may or may not put out that video. If it's just boring, then why bore you with it? If it's like the cemetery yesterday, I'll put out that video because it was interesting from a historical perspective and visual perspective. We didn't really get anything on camera. Everything was off camera, and so we're not going to tell you, hey, this happened and that happened, and boo, we're not out to scare people either.
Yep, most of the things that I got myself, whether it was intuition or the spirit box or whatever, it was one off camera, but also I can't prove that to anybody. I mean, I was just sitting there with my hands in the dirt thinking,
So I trust Rhys, and if they say they felt this or they saw in their mind's eye something, I believe what they say they believe. I might question it or actually question them. Hey, well, what about this? Could it have been this? I'm not going to 100% fall in line with every single thing, but I know they're not faking anything too, for sure. My ever-revolving stream of entities.
Absolutely, throw whatever entities you want at me. Next time I see my grandmother, I'll show her this channel. She really enjoys the paranormal, and I'm 100% sure if I say my partner is on this channel, she'll watch this vlog. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, definitely. There is no proof. It's just your beliefs.
And you're always going to get, especially the ones on TV, they put over a lot of money to fly these teams into a location. They have budgets, producers, things like that. They may not believe in faking stuff, but a producer might actually fake some stuff just to make their show better.
I've seen some who have definitely faked some things. I'm not going to name drop, but there are some out there who fake some things.
Yeah. We watched one and I'm like, hold up a second. Did you see that? And I rewound it and they watched. Yeah, they didn't edit that out. I saw them kick the wall and then he actually looked at his partner and said, oh, did you hear that? I heard a knock. And you can clearly see his foot kick the wall.
Uh-huh.
So I enjoy those shows for entertainment. I do learn from them, especially different methods that we can try. That's kind of how we learned about the Estes method, how we learned about egregores. So yeah, I just don't take their evidence as fact or truth.
Believe in ghosts 100%. That's great. When it comes to things like watching Ghost Adventures, though, I mean, I watch that more for entertainment than I do like actual facts, because of course, when you have something that high budget, not everything's going to be real. Ghost Adventures is one of those where I don't feel bad for saying that's not 100% real, because it's obvious. At least to me, it's very obvious. But it's a fun show to watch if you can handle watching the guys and like you find them entertaining.
Dude.
One of mine cut a spot of my hair when I slept. I have never heard of something like that happening. My grandmother believes there's a ghost at her house, so maybe I could try there first. Yeah, that'd be a great idea. Just make sure that you go in there like protective, set strong boundaries. Like nothing can possess you, nothing can come home with you. Whatever is there has to stay there. And if it's malicious, tell it has to get out.
Yep. Oh, by the way, we have brought a spirit home with us. The little girl who was getting my attention at that train depot, I think she liked us because we took care of the negative entity that was in that room. And so she decided she'd come home with us.
Mm-hmm.
And we made her a little space on a shelf. We've given her some not rocks. Pretty rocks.
Her some crystals.
Yeah, she loves rose quartz.
Sometimes I'll give her like a little snack or like some soda that I'm drinking, whatever. Because I mean, she's a little girl. She's gonna love candy. She's gonna love soda. You know. Kindred, you should pull me up on a stream sometime soon so I can show Rhys my tools and creations. Yeah, that'd be fun. From all our retellings of the ghost, he isn't a jerk. He's just playful. Okay, then that's good then. Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Try to communicate.
So you want to come up here, Tanya?
We can pull you up here.
I can send you a link.
All spirits like candy and flashing lights. Yep. Also doing things like when you go on investigations, bringing things like trigger objects like candy, soda, food, cigarettes, alcohol, whatever. It depends on what spirits are trying to communicate with. Or bringing like toys for kids. They can really like excite the spirits and get them excited to talk to you.
Now, only take cigarettes and alcohol if you are of legal age.
Flynn. The boys seem to love car keys, though. Yeah, absolutely. Even car keys, just figure out what they like and, I mean, see what they do with it. Give me 1 moment to set up my mic and soundbox up, and I will. All right.
You need to send you the link on Messenger.
My hands are cold. The green screen is shoving over your head. Oh no!
All right. So Tanya, I sent the link to your messenger.
Smemus is in the living room. This is not Smemus. This is Doobie. No, baby, look at the camera. Yeah, I can see Smemus. He's just like sitting on the floor.
Still have 5 watching.
That Papa is doing everything to avoid the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, she does that.
She does not like being on camera, but she'll do it. She looks headless. She is cute. She is a, what is it? Beagle Pug Chihuahua Dachshund mix.
Yep.
Don't die.
anyone else have any questions for us or want to get to know us a little more?
Yeah, throw absolutely anything.
Maybe we'll get to an Estes session in a little bit.
Yeah,
No
this is my
telling what's
mask.
going to happen. We might get something, we might not. Do what?
See, sometimes my cats help me make my videos. Well, they think they're helping. Yeah, cats, they really like to think they're helping. My cats love to get up on the counters when I'm trying to cook. I want to know Kindred more, although I have no idea what to ask. Ask anything. I mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
this is the first time I've ever used a second time I use this podcast machine. So, that goes. Okay. I mean, you're free to ask me anything as well.
So I guess, I don't know. What do you want to know about me? I'm half Costa Rican and half Southern farmer.
Little baby.
Sometimes I have an accent and sometimes I don't. Depending on who I'm talking to.
Sometimes I have a British accent and sometimes I don't. No, I'm not British. You never even been to England. Just happens. Any plans to come to Alabama? I'm pretty sure there's plenty of haunted places here.
I have no plans of going to Alabama anytime soon. I did my fair share of staying in Alabama.
If we did, it would probably be to come see you.
Yeah.
That'd be like the only reason. Then maybe we could take you
Or passing through.
to get to another state, yeah.
I know of, I think Sloss Furnace is in
You said
Birmingham.
Facebook Messenger?
Yeah. Facebook Messenger
Oh my gosh, why won't this
to
thing
the
close?
name you sent me earlier today, Tanya.
Hello?
Hello, what?
My thing won't close.
Oh.
I don't know. Let's just do the thing.
So I actually worked in Alabama for about 6 months, in southern Alabama, many years ago. And usually the only time we ever go there is passing through Mobile on the way to New Orleans to visit my mom.
Yeah, I do know pretty much where you live. How long have we been investigating? Since February?
It's about right.
February? That's when the channel was created, at least.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we've been into the paranormal pretty heavy before that.
Oh, yeah. Before
That's
we were
just-
even investigating.
That's just when we started, buying equipment and we made our channel and decided to go with it and really give it a try and see what we could come up with. Tanya, did I send the link to the right place?
I spent 17 out of 17 years in Alabama. It gets exhausting quickly. I bet. Florida is not fun either, though. Like, if you don't live in Florida, Florida's great. If you live in Florida, Florida sucks. Yeah, definitely great to do the research first before you start investigating. Yeah, just make sure you're safe wherever you're doing it. Know your limits. Have hard limits with spirits. If something breaks your boundaries, get out. You don't owe them to be there.
I love doing the research too, being a history geek. Helic?
Which messenger?
The one that was, let's see, Tanya Ash, the last name. Don't want to give out, specifics here. But on Facebook. Starting to run out of things to say. Don't want this to get too boring. We got 8 people watching.
Have you two been to Savannah, Georgia? It's beautiful, and I want to go back. We have been to Savannah. We absolutely love it there. It's gorgeous. It has great food. Cemeteries are beautiful. You're taking me on a picnic date in Savannah one day?
Yeah, I love Savannah. I was born and raised in Georgia, but I'd never gone to Savannah as a kid. Yeah, it is definitely a good month for it. I kind of hate that, we're 10 days into it and I haven't really put out too much content on my own channel for it or done a lot of investigating.
You did promise me that last year.
Better keep that promise. And then in Savannah, there's, Wormslow, Bonaventure Cemetery. It's just the most beautiful, serene place. And then you have Paula Dean's restaurant.
That tops it off. Paula Dean's restaurant tops it off.
Yeah,
absolutely best food. I definitely want to try to go investigating on Samhain if we can. Which that's October 31st, November 1st, kind of.
Yeah.
Very late October, early November.
Yeah.
So Samhain, for people who don't know, is a pagan holiday on the Wheel of the Year. It's basically it's one of the holidays that kind of contributed to the whole thing that is Halloween. It's about the veil being thinner. That's a very basic version of it, but yeah, it's like the veil is thinner at that time, the veil between our realm and the spirit realm.
Yes, Tanya, I got Instagram and Twitter. I'm still getting used to Twitter, but I tried messaging you there earlier today, and Twitter said I wasn't able to message you. But if you want to hit me up on Instagram, it's Kindred_Paranormal.
You've done well, over 100 subs, plus people understand not easy to always get content up. Yeah, thank you for saying we've done well. But yeah, especially when it comes to paranormal stuff, I mean, you can get absolutely nothing. Places can be hard to get into. Plus, it's just time, energy, having to fit things into schedules. It's hard.
Oh, okay. Guess you found it.
Time to remember those who have passed in a new year. Absolutely. Samhain is the witch's new year. Which we also didn't we plan on collecting up our money bowl stuff and doing that around Samhain? Yeah.
Yep.
To mark a new year. Plus, if you work with Hades, around Salwin is a good time to do things with him, which also Money Bowl with Hades, that's great.
Oh, Dantex has shared this out.
Oh no. Not oh no isn't a bad thing. Oh no isn't a good thing. Love showing love and support. Thank you, Paranormal Search.
Hey, G. Thank you. Yeah, Dantex, we appreciate it. Every time you share anything out for any of the paranormal community, it's always appreciated. You're fine, Tanya. You're just chilling.
Absolutely chilling.
So yeah, we're pretty boring people.
No. Oh yeah, well, we're boring. We're socially anxious.
Introverts. Yeah, it took me a while to build this up. So.
Hi, Kindred and Rhys. Hello, everyone. We'll pop in a few. All right.
All right. Appreciate it, Dantex.
I didn't get a drink. I'm thirsty. How am I gonna drink? I don't have a straw. How am I gonna drink with a mask on? Oh no!
Didn't think this through. Turn your head off camera and.
You know what? I'm gonna drink through the mask. This might be a bad idea.
Yeah,
It didn't work.
You tried to drink through the mask?
Yeah, it didn't work. The water wouldn't go through. Now the mask is kind of wet. Oh well. There might be a straw.
We got that on camera too.
Hold up.
Everybody saw that?
I'm gonna do that for a second so I can go get a straw.
Grandfather was buried. If you ever come here, you can probably try that. Sure. Yeah, I know there is within the paranormal community, there's questions whether graveyards and cemeteries are haunted. I personally believe that yes, they are. There are those who said, well, no, all those people have gone to heaven. There are those who said, no, all of those spirits have gone to their favorite place, and that's why they're haunted houses. But at the same time, spirits, we believe, can be in multiple places at the same time. And if you ask for a spirit, if you're at a grave of somebody and you're calling out to them, they can be there if they really wanted to. So yeah, we've had one place that we went to. It was a cemetery that had some family members in it that I'd never met. This was distant family. And we had the spirit box out, and we were standing at one ancestor's grave and said, who's here with us? And it said Mary Ann. And we were at the grave and it says Mary Ann on the tombstone.
There we go. I just got a water bottle. I'm going to put water from a water bottle in my water bottle. Except this one has a straw.
That makes great sense. Water bottle and water.
This one doesn't have a straw. This one is going to have a straw.
You're good, Tanya. I guess we kind of caught you off guard, but you said you wanted to come up on panel earlier today, so I'll give you the chance.
Love to try and reach out to my grandfather at least one last time because I couldn't properly say goodbye. Rhys has to be there, though. Emotional support partner, lol. Yeah, I'd love to be there. I'd love to help you. when you think how long humans have been around, spirits can be anywhere, especially when you add in other dimensions. Absolutely anywhere, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely with spirits, time and space means absolutely nothing.
And with how much bloodshed has been on the land, especially in America, you're bound to get spirits just about anywhere. Stay hydrated.
So it's Camera Freak is Flint.
Yes.
Flint, have you had paranormal experiences yourself? Something that made you believe that spirits were real?
I mean, it could be anything. Even if you later thought, oh, maybe it's not a ghost, If you saw something as a kid, you were probably told by your parents, don't believe in that, it's not real, because you're a kid and they're mean.
Yeah.
If you were told you have an overactive imagination as a child, you might want to rethink that. I have, but a lot of them have happened as a child. Yeah, absolutely. Rethink those things that happened as a child. They were probably paranormal.
Yeah,
I believe that kids are more open to the other realms, are more open to see spirits because they don't have those preconceived notions that everybody else gives them about oh, ghosts aren't real, it can't be this, it can't be that, yada yada yada. I live on a Civil War battleground and it's really haunted. Yeah, I believe that.
I was born and raised near Andersonville, Georgia, which is a notorious Confederate prison. Anytime going there, the feeling that comes over you there is just so somber and sad. That energy just lingers and it touches you. You can just walk out in the field not even knowing everything that happened there, and you just want to cry. So something definitely happened there.
My great-grandmother died when I was a baby, so I sort of assumed a lot of them were her watching out for me and my little brother. Yeah, I believe that. Absolutely. The house that I grew up in was haunted by family. And we would have a lot of really weird stuff that would go on. The TV would turn on and off by itself. Coffee would brew itself. One time I saw, so nobody else was even near this little kid's table, and we had a crayon box in the dead center of it. And I saw that crayon box, something grabbed it and went yoink. And the crayon box went flying.
Surprised you didn't say yeet.
No, it was yoinked, not yeeted.
Oh, okay. But
yeet is throwing, yoink is grabbing.
Somebody yeeted it, right?
Sure, somebody yeeted the crayon box.
Just trying to, stay hip to all these teenager terms. My old age.
The house I live in, my great-grandfather built and died in, so I chalked up whatever paranormal here to him. Yeah, that's absolutely possible.
Yeah, that was the same with that house that Rhys grew up in as a
Wasn't it in my bedroom that he died?
Yes.
Yep.
And then my first paranormal experience, I think I was either 3 or 4 years old. And I was going to bed, and there was a man in my room at the foot of my bed, just staring down at me. He had a beard, long hair. He looked like the stereotypical Jesus. And as a little kid, that's who I thought it was. I've seen pictures of Jesus before, so I'm like, oh, Jesus is with me. And nothing malevolent. Nothing scared me. So I later found out that house was actually constructed out of old barracks from the military, and they were moved there and then bricked up. So now I believe it was more like a Vietnam veteran spirit, long hair, the beard kind of thing, that he may have been attached there. I'm not sure. Don't really know who it was, but Yeah, most people know the real Jesus didn't look like the Jesus that you see on paintings and things like that. So. Oh,
Oh, is Tanya
I
here?
see something, Tanya. Got you in the basement.
I just shrug my shoulders when soldiers walk by without saying anything. All right. Yeah, I mean, when you see spirits that often, it just becomes so normal that you don't even think twice about it.
Well, if I need to add you to the stream to be able to hear you. Let's see. Tanya, are you ready to come up? I'm gonna turn it off. Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I
Yes?
can hear you.
Yes, I did it right. All right. Go me. Sorry.
I wasn't sure I was going to be able to hear you.
I wasn't either because the last time we tried it, it took us like a few moments to try to get them to be able to hear me. So it was really kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, I don't like to do the face thing much either. I don't blame you, Rhys. Sorry, I don't know how to say anything right now.
It's Rhys.
But how are you? There's my booger.
I'm
Hi,
doing
buddy.
all right.
Oh,
Hi, buddy.
Hey,
What are you doing, handsome boy?
baby.
That's my baby. He is Dachshund and miniature pincher and a lot. No, he's Dachshund, miniature pincher, pug, and oh crap, what's the other little one? Dachshund, long hair and short hair. And then he also has, ready for this, Siberian Husky.
Oh,
Don't you? Yeah, you're sitting there staring at me because you want a treat. I know. That's what mom is for.
why? Are they
Yeah.
look blue?
Here,
No,
buddy.
they are not. Are they blue? No, that's just the white of his eyes.
He has blue. That's blue eyes.
Oh,
They
is
are
Okay.
it?
crystal,
It's hard to
crystal
tell.
blue. Very crystal blue. Well, are the people still in? I can't see chat right now either. Right now, I will fix it eventually. But
There should be
this,
there should be a button that says private chat and one that says comments. Just press the comments and you'll be able to see.
trying to get this to where you can actually see it. This is my
Oh,
pendulum.
that's pretty.
See how it's dancing
Yeah.
already? It's moving. My hand is completely still.
Mhm.
It's not moving at all.
Oh wow, your hand is still.
Yeah, that's what you like to find in a pendulum, because that means that it's excited to work with you.
If
And that's always a good thing.
picture of my cat who's curled up on my lap. You
And
did?
yeah, you gotta don't mind my mess
Oh,
all
gosh,
around
I don't
me.
know if I can show that.
yeah, because they're using their phone for a camera.
It does say present, but then it'd probably share the screen on my phone, and
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
With what?
If I did it, it'd show our whole DMs, and I don't know about that.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad.
Oh,
But it's private messages, you know?
right. I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong, did I? I didn't think my pendulum was an issue with copyright, because I know that's what everybody's got a problem with right now is copyright. Everybody has issues with copyright.
Yeah.
All right, so are you ready for this? All right, I'm gonna just like open a box, and if there's something you want me to pull out so you can see, feel free to ask, because you're about to see probably the largest amount of stones you've ever seen ever. That's like one box out of probably 10 or more. There's all kinds.
Ooh.
And that is a giant, this one is the Labradorite.
Mm-hmm.
That's Labradorite. And there's all kinds of small, pretty ones in there.
Right.
I have no idea where my big ones are right now.
Your Labradorite
Are they in my box? They're not in my box.
should be in your box.
They're not in my box, though. I know they're not.
Well,
There's
if I
some
find them,
nice.
they're mine.
No! You can't have my Labradorite.
These are a mixture of carnelian and actually amber.
Okay.
Glenn asks Tanya, do you have Moonstone?
I have all kinds of moonstone, honey. My favorite one right now, I gotta find it. I don't know which box it's in, but this is one of my favorites. Can you tell? That is actually an aquamarine.
Oh.
And then I just lost it in my mess of stuff.
What's your favorite?
Oh no.
It's actually falling down
Got
into an abyss right now.
Two of my pendulums here. So this one
that-
is like a quartz one. It's not rose quartz, but it is like slightly pinkish.
It's a strawberry.
Other member of our
quartz.
team. That's what it
Strawberry
is. I
quartz,
think.
yeah. These are really cool.
And then this one is sodalite. It's just
Yep.
spring, but
I have a lot of sodalite. You see that? That is a ryanite egg. And
Mhm.
this one here, it's really hard to see from the camera, but can you see the lines in it?
yeah.
You can see the lines. That's called a creative stone. It's called a calligraphy stone. And
Gotcha.
it literally looks like it's been written all over. And then there's turquoise. There. Let me see. This is a pretty one. This.
This is going to become the crystal show.
Yeah, do you see that?
That's pretty.
I know. I love this one. This is the crystal or the blue quartz. Blue quartz, yeah. That's a blue quartz. I have some of the weirdest.
Please
I
stop
have some of the
knocking.
most wicked.
Uh-oh.
This
Baby,
is
come here.
a rough carnelian. Have you ever seen rough carnelian? He's freaking. He said, "No camera. You can go get your stuff." Yeah, where you gonna go? Get your stuff, or
Yeah.
okay. Kindred.
Yes.
That is one amazing person right there. Love her to death, or love them to death. I saw the them too, and I respect that. But yeah, amazing, very amazing, very bright, energetic.
Oh yeah.
Good radiation coming out. Here you
Yeah.
go. Aragonite. This is aragonite. Rhys.
Ooh.
That's really wicked stuff, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
little circle pieces that come off of it. That's a little piece of it. It's really weird when you hold it. I know I keep going in and out of circles because I'm actually like, I get so excited when I get to talk to people that are like-minded. It's really, really, it's almost like having ADHD because I got people to talk to.
Oh yeah.
Because my kids will come in and look at the rocks. My daughter and her fiance, stuff like that, and they'll come in and look at certain things. But they really don't want to stand there that long. They want to move on to their stuff because they're adults too. They're 20, 23 and up. But yeah, but they like to humor me at least sometimes. I appreciate that part. Here is this is dialite.
ADHD, and I do go on 15 different tangents. Yes, you do go
honey,
on
yes.
15 different tangents.
Always, yes. Do you see that one? This is a dial. I want to say it's lepidolite. It's a purple with a sparkle inside of it. Lepidolite. Lepidolite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I did that pretty good. Oh. what do you got over there too? What kind of stuff do you have in there?
Okay,
you
so
got some exciting
now I'm
ones
just
you want to
holding
show
a
me.
piece of rose quartz.
Jeez, that's loud.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, that's pretty.
I've got
Rose quartz is beautiful. It really is. It's. Oh, let me fix my chat thing, I
this
guess.
is like, it's quite big. I mean, it's like the size of my hand. Can I show please? It's like the size of my hand almost. But,
I can see my peoples. Hi, my family. I love you all. Okay.
This one's an orange calcite.
Yep.
It's like, it's so glossy. It's like orange creamsicle. It reminds me of. So this one, my friend Abby gave me, who's also on the team. This one's an ocean jasper. It's a heart.
Oh, we lost Tanya.
Oh, we lost Tanya?
Maybe she'll come back in. We'll give her a second to see if get a
Is
message.
she gonna come back? Okay, this one. What was this one? This one is zebra calcite. So it's got like the stripe down here. Which this one and the ocean jasper both glow in black light. Which won't show at the moment. We do have a black light on, but it won't show at the moment because you fell off the keyboard. It won't show because we have other lights on at the moment. This one's a piece of snowflake obsidian. Beauty blogger trying to show it right here. It's got like different pieces of stone within the obsidian. I don't know if it's actually stone. I don't know what it is, but it's in the obsidian. That's most of my bigger crystals. I do have a bunch of smaller ones, like a bunch of
We don't need to pull all those out. We'll be here
No,
for hours.
We will be here for hours.
Abby?
Abby? Me?
Is that who that is?
Sitting on the keyboard. B, I was just talking about you. If that's you.
Yeah.
Like literally, like I just mentioned you and you
It's like,
you arrived.
Hold up the ass of the
Oh yeah, it's
Ocean-
me.
So you held up the ocean jasper and then Abby shows up.
Yeah. So Abby's also in our team.
So we want to try and do Estes method.
We can try to.
So maybe we can get the chat involved, and Tanya wants to ask some questions during the Estes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's Tanya insisting. We know what summons her at least. If only I could find out what summons you. Thank you. Yeah, I just grabbed a random picture off Google I thought was pretty.
Yeah, I just have this. I mean, I'm in the corner in the kitchen. That's where my office is.
I'm like, I want something spooky. Purple's my favorite color. Let's go for it. Oh, Tanya's back?
Maybe.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hey! Welcome
I
back.
did. That's what I say when I mess up and screw something up and kick myself out of the chat room. I take
What do
myself
you
out.
think I know? I don't know. I
There's my
appreciate
soda
summoning. Thank you. You are welcome, B.
Ooh, what is that?
Ooh,
That is my soda light. That's huge.
Okay.
It's a big
that is
giant one.
pretty.
Yeah, it's a really nice one. I like
Oh my
that
goodness.
one. Here you go. Here's your. This is Rainbow Moonstone.
Mhm.
That's a Rainbow Moonstone. I don't know why they call this one the rainbow. It's got black in it. But this
My
is the
one does
rainbow.
show like rainbow flash.
Oh, yeah, mine does. The black one, though, I don't know. I don't know.
Black
Maybe I mixed
one
them
for
up.
me shows silver flashing.
Yeah, I've mixed them up, I think, probably too many times, too. But, yeah, here's all of them. This is... Where is my... I have a piece of styrofoam that's white. It usually helps to... But I'm using it for a board. Here we go. See? There you go. Can you see them?
I have some flint. Look.
Those are...
That's my piece.
That's my... This one is the black moonstone.
And
then these two are peach moonstone.
I also have...
Actually, you know what? This little one might be the black moonstone. I don't know. I can't remember anymore. Is that peach or is that the black?
This one I think is peach.
Okay.
He gave me
This
this one.
This is my peach then, right here. This one. This is the black one.
Ooh.
The black moonstone.
This one.
I don't know. They're weird. Moonstones are very, very weird. And if you put them on your hand in the sunlight will reflect on your hand.
This one is a piece of sunstone.
Yep. That is very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty. I got some sunstone. I got little pieces, big pieces. This is one of my favorite ones. That's a peach selenite.
Ooh, that one is pretty.
Yeah, I like that one.
We have turned into the crystal show.
Oh, yes, we are. No, you can.
Here's-
Hey, anybody can talk. I mean, you can do whatever. I get excited with my rocks. I won't shut up unless you tell me to. So,
Yet another piece of soda light.
two sunstones. Yep. There's two sunstones.
Ooh.
This is my thing. I since I'm disabled and I don't work anymore, I've started making these. Can you see it?
Oh,
Whoa, that's pretty.
It's the Swarovski crystals. And it's a real geode on the bottom too.
I was born in June, so the Moonstone is one of my birthstones, and I love them. Yeah.
The geode?
By the way, picking up on an old man with health issues. I don't know who that is, but they say hi. I don't know who that is either, but hello.
You have to tell me if somebody tries to talk to me because I can't see the chat room.
All right.
Otherwise, I'll kick myself out again. Here's another one I made. I'm trying to get enough made to sell them at the craft show. That's a bigger one.
This one is a Labradorite. You can kind of see the rainbow flashes on that.
Oh yeah, that is pretty. I have a lot. Somehow, I ended up with a lot of Labradorite. I have it all over the place. This one is really cool. This is called a turritella, and it's a lace agate.
Ooh.
Agate. Can you see the circles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But no, it's yeah. I have a small plethora of stones.
If Tanya was to sell, what would she cost for anything Moonstone?
If I was to what?
If you were to sell it, what would it cost? Is what Flint was asking the Moonstone.
Moonstones are not very expensive at all, actually.
Yeah, no, they're pretty common, I think.
Yeah, they are actually.
Have them.
If you go to any kind of a craft show, or what else is it that I would call it? A craft show will do it. The metaphysical stores anywhere usually actually will have necklaces that are circle that are moonstone. Moonstone is very, very popular, but it's also extremely easy to find. And it's not very expensive. My moonstones, I think, maybe cost me at the most $1 for the biggest one, and that was the rainbow one, I think. Because some are a little harder to find, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
How much are they? Like, what's the average price of a tumbled stone? Probably like $2 or $3 each.
Yeah, they're not very much at all. And my metaphysical store is very cheap about them too. They're
And a
very,
brown
very, very
cat.
good price.
I shop a lot at Spencer's, and I know they sell crystals and stuff there, but how would you tell if it's real or not? At Spencer's, no moonstone that they sell is gonna be real. If it says
Where?
moonstone, Spencer's. If it says moonstone, I guarantee you it's opalite. As much as I shop there. Which I'll buy their moonstone stuff because it's opalite and I love opalite.
So, Abby, you're picking up on Beth? Possibly?
Yeah, with telling what
the
crystals
hell?
are real and not, speaking of any crystal really, yeah, it depends on the crystal how you tell if it's real. So like if you're looking at a quartz, if it has like bubbles in it, it's not real, it's glass. You can tell if the color of it lies more along the cracks in it, or if it's like extremely cracked inside, it's probably not real. The color of it at least.
They're dyed a lot.
Yeah. So if you see like a very bright orange citrine, that's actually heat treated amethyst, not citrine. It basically does the same thing in the earth, but yeah, it's created in a lab.
There you go. That's the train.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who didn't know, Abby is
Yeah.
our psychic medium on our team. So she's saying that she's picking up on an elderly man and then a brown cat, and I guess that would be your brown cat, Beth.
Here's an amethyst.
There?
I have an amethyst.
Oh,
Oh, that's pretty. There, with you, or where's she picking it up at?
you don't know. She was just saying she was picking up on an elderly man and also a brown cat.
Huh. What was it?
And Beth said she had a brown cat, and that was.
Oh, okay.
Here's an amethyst that I have on a
Oh,
necklace.
that one is very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one. That one's very pretty.
The necklace itself,
I love
it was
amethyst.
from a Mjolnir necklace. I just took the cheaper. Will it showcase? Hello, green screen?
What?
it won't
Oh,
show.
yeah,
I
it's kind
know,
of
further back.
It's kind of weird.
It's wool.
I love it. That's cool.
I'm just chilling in the room. I just normally pick up things when spirits really want to say something important.
Now, is she there with you guys or your medium?
No, Abby's at her house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love you.
Just remembered something. Although I chalked it up to seeing things, I saw my cat Millie, who passed away last year, somewhere in the living room. I'm just guessing that was paranormal. Yeah, that is probably paranormal. I definitely believe that you can still communicate with animal spirits who have passed on.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Excuse me. My cat. Not my cat. My pug that I had that passed away last year. Somebody, the emergency vet literally squeezed her to death almost and they squeezed her and collapsed her lung. I didn't know until she died, but the next day. But are you there?
I think I sent Rhys with Millie.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, I think you would send me pics of Millie. If you go ahead and send me like a picture of her, because I kind of don't want to look back in our chat. If you send me a picture of Millie, I can send it to Abby and see if that's one of the cats that she's seeing.
Pardon me. I'm trying to get this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but it's what I deal with is kind of hard because I know of or that my grandmother knew of. I'm the only type of me that has ever been in the same lifetime, in the same lifespan. It's hard to figure it all out, but she's gone now, so what I know is all I know, and I know that a lot of it sounds crazy a lot. it's really hard to try to explain to people because a lot of times people will look at me and be like, yeah, okay, whatever. And why? And it doesn't bother me if somebody doesn't believe.
Hello?
Like you said. Huh? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
all right.
My cat was playing with the blanket that I have.
Oh. We have a plethora of animals here too. Pick one, anyone. We have 11 ferrets in the basement, along with 4 cats.
11 ferrets, 4 cats.
11 ferrets. They have their own bedroom. They love it. My daughter actually rescues them and gets so she can find them a new home. Or she just keeps them and doesn't tell us she didn't give them away.
We have 2 cats. Wait, no, 3 cats, 2 dogs, a salamander, a leopard gecko.
Oh, I love those. Salamanders are so cool. Like, my TV screen is freaking me out right now because it has Rhys, like, frozen. And she's staring, like, right at me. She's frozen and she's just staring at me like and not moving at all until I figure it out.
No, they're messing with their phone.
My camera.
Oh, wait, what did you do?
Hold up. 1 second.
Your camera's frozen. You're just kind of staring at us. Right now.
There you
Did it? Okay, there we go. It fixed.
Aha. Good job. Yeah, I was like, oh, wow. She's not moving. Now, I do a lot of stuff because I have to. I have to keep myself busy.
Months between 2020 and 2021.
You're cutting out.
Yeah,
I can't hear
you. I'm sorry for your loss, Elaine.
Oh. I hate when people have to lose anything. I'm a huge empath. I can tell you that much. For real. Like, I don't have to know anybody. I just have to hear of somebody passing away that was close to somebody close to me. And I will cry for them. It's just the way I am. Are you there, Kindred?
Yeah, we're still here. We're still here. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
replying to a message on my phone. Sorry.
Aha! Yeah. No, you don't have to be sorry. I'm just making sure that I didn't kick myself out again. I'm good at that.
You're all right.
I kick myself out of everything. I'm good at that. I don't ever do it on purpose. I just do. This is a necklace I've been making for my daughter. She picked this out. She picked out the circle, so I had to figure out what to put in it. So I chose green aventurine. Green aventurine to go inside of it, and that's actually I don't even know what the heck it is. Honestly, maybe you could tell me what you think it is if I can find out where my flashlight went.
I have no idea.
It's like pink, and at the top it looks like a quartz, but at the bottom it looks really like thick and opaque. So I don't know. I want to take a picture and figure it out, I guess. That's how I learn half of the things that I do is by taking pictures, and I let Google find it from the picture. And then I pick through all their choices to see what matches mine. Otherwise, I would never know.
Abby, how you clicked on the link and got on?
Oh, okay.
Huh?
So I have to explain to Abby how the thing works. Okay, so when you click the link, it'll pull you into a website, and on that website, you can configure your camera settings, your microphone settings, and then it'll say something like join the chat room or whatever. Like it'll ask you to join. Like there will be a button for that, and you just press that button, and it'll load you into our basement. And we'll have you in the basement, and you can message us whenever you're ready for us to put you actually on the live.
Another friend of mine says he put us in the junk room. Well, you're sitting in the junk room. I'll be with you in a minute. Are you there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just trying to get Abby to come up on the live with us too.
No, you're fine. My keyboard or my sound card is a big board with a bunch of buttons, and I don't know how to use it yet, so I try to stay away from it. Otherwise, I have all kinds of stuff happening. But it is kind of nifty when it has the little funny stuff. I never tried that before. Come on. There it goes. Okay. I had to push the sound button to see if my voice would change, right?
I think we're good.
You're starting to get tired of this same song that keeps playing over and over
Do
again.
you want to change it?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Was that? I thought that was my thing that was playing music in my ear. I'm like, I don't know.
No, I can change it. I think. Somewhere.
Like, I
Settings
don't
here.
know. It's just there.
What do you
Here is
know?
Rhys. Here, Rhys. This is. I made that. That's
Ooh,
fluorite. Fluorite.
that is
And
gorgeous.
I made that with wire. I just braided the wire around. I braided a long piece and I brought it around and attached it. And that's how it kind
Ooh, that's pretty.
of. I make all kinds of jewelry. I do macrame. Yeah, I do too much. I do wood
As soon
burning.
as we started talking about cats, my mom texted me about my cat. That tends to happen on these kind of streams, man. You mention something and then something happens related to it. Like whenever you mention a person, suddenly that person will show up.
I have no idea what music I'm playing here.
That's just
There's
some random ones.
it's very limited on what I can choose on StreamYard. That's not copyright material.
Scarlet is on here, but Silver is stuck on my lap. Oh, can we get on?
I don't know. It hasn't come up here yet, so.
Yeah, so what is it?
No.
No? Okay.
Abby, are you still there? Are you trying to get this
I still
figured out?
haven't gone live on mine yet. I have 3 cats, 3 bears, and a dog. Yeah, you've sent me so many pictures of your cats and your betas. I've seen a couple of your dog, Ginger.
Ooh, I like
Ooh,
that.
that's pretty.
Mm.
He says, you know, all of my betas because I brag about them. Yeah. Dude, don't let me touch your fish. I cannot do fish. I can do reptiles all day. I can't do fish. I don't get them.
What song is this? Okay. Tanya, you went quiet there.
Uh-oh. Tanya died. Did she fall off the keyboard again?
Or mute.
No, she's not muted. I think B fell down a hole.
Yeah.
Oh. Has Abby said anything about Millie? No, not yet.
Oh,
Oh, got you.
okay. She had to use a computer.
Mhm.
So we'll get ready to
Do Estes?
do Estes here as soon as we get Abby on.
Okay.
Rather get her on and set up on here before we start, so we don't have to interrupt anything.
Okay, so for those who might not know, the Estes method is a method of using the spirit box where I'll be blindfolded and have noise-canceling headphones on, so I can't see or hear what anybody is saying. I'm just going to be saying what I hear from the spirit box, which scans through a bunch of radio stations, like, rapidly. So I probably won't get any actual radio out of it. Whatever voices I hear are like, I can't explain them. A lot of it will be just entirely random, but some of it might make sense to what questions are being asked. You're also very welcome to start asking questions once I go under.
Yeah, sometimes I won't think of the right questions, and I might get an idea from someone else in the chat, like, oh, that's a good question. And then all of a sudden things pick up from there. So she just had to switch to her computer to try and log into StreamYard.
Mhm.
So just waiting for her to pop up in the basement. And Tanya, you completely went silent there. We can't hear you. Oh, you're muted. Never mind.
1 second. Okay.
Okay.
Send some pics of Scarlet to Rhys. I can't check it right now. It'll freeze my thing. Every time I keep checking my messages, it freezes my camera. Oh, he's there. Are you alive?
I'm alive. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah? Sick.
All right.
By the way, I haven't looked at the cat photos. I didn't look at the cat photos because I wanted to describe it a bit more. It was hard to do on my phone. Let me get my water real fast. So it's obviously a brown striped cat, kind of like a tabby. Lanky legs. Like green brownish eyes, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I have.
Okay.
So Beth, are you still here? Did that sound like your cat? Oh, you want to go ahead and get started?
Yeah. I'll pull this up. Which side was this?
Oh, Abby, that was Beth's cat.
Yeah? Sick. She loves you a ton, and she obviously is with you from the beyond, and she wants to say she's proud of you and everything.
Testing. Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Aha! I don't know what the hell I did, but it did it.
All right. Rhys has gone
that
under
helped
Estes.
Hello?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Are there any spirits here who'd like to contact us? They can speak through this device over here.
Hey there.
Hi, how are you? Who are we speaking with?
Hey.
Can't see it.
Hello?
There's a lot of different voices. Oh my gosh.
No, I can hear you guys talking, but I can't hear the next one talking at all.
So any spirits would like to speak with us? Can you tell me your name?
I'm right here.
What's your name?
Related. Remember me?
Where would I know you from? Are you related to us?
Redacted. Blurry.
Hey, Tyler. So, how many spirits are here with us right now?
I heard a scream. Too bad.
Is the old man that Abby picked up on, is he here with us? Can we get a name?
I don't wanna.
Okay.
Who's that?
We're just trying to establish a connection here and learn who we're talking to. Are there any non-human spirits here?
Are you the only one?
Am I the only what?
What do you know?
I know a bit. Who am I talking to?
The power of God.
Which god?
I heard a child giggling. Approach.
Good question, Dantex. What do you want to be called if we can't have your name? Thanks, Tyler. Good seeing you. We'll have to get you on panel one day. No prank calls this time.
Risk.
What's a risk?
How old are you?
Can't hear much.
How old are you?
A fire. Baby.
Was the baby in the fire? Sure thing,
Are you
Tyler.
the baby?
I know you're not.
Are you?
Follow me.
Well, who are you?
Dang it.
We're not going to follow someone we don't know.
Are you the baby?
Are you the baby?
Your breath. Yes.
How old are you?
You want to
Would
give
you
us
like-
your age?
What did they give you? I don't know. Nothing.
Now it sounds like there's some spirits talking to each other.
Exactly.
Is Ashley here with us?
Spirit,
My sister.
Who is your sister? What was her name? Trying to learn a little bit more about you so we know how to better communicate
How
with
is
you.
father?
Who's your father?
Sleep.
is your father asleep?
Is the father from around here?
Is there any of the spirits that are available that want to talk and explain
Damn it.
the baby?
God.
Is there anything we can help you guys with?
What are you talking about?
Are you stuck here?
Are you stuck here? Are you wanting to go to the light?
Or are
I
you
can't
searching
go back.
for someone? Yes, we know. We're very sorry for that.
No.
Are you
So where are
looking
you
for
from?
someone?
What was that, Tanya?
I asked if they were looking for someone.
Are you looking for someone?
You're a liar.
Me?
Mary.
Who's Mary? Hope you're not calling me a liar. It's kind of rude.
Right. Be nice, spirits. We need nice answers. Nobody is trying to be
Well,
intruding.
they're saying no.
Question.
Well, no.
Is this
Yeah.
Mary from the house we investigated that I mentioned before?
Oh, that is a good question. Is this Mary that we're talking to? The same Mary? I don't think so, because that Mary was nice.
Yeah, that's true.
You're amazing.
Oh, now they're going to be nice.
You know it.
They're so wishy-washy.
You know, it'd be nice if you can just talk to one spirit at a time instead of them switching back and forth. So you
Abby.
don't know. Oh, they're calling for you, Abby.
Hi! I knew it was you. I was about to ask if I knew you.
I remember you.
Oh my god! Hi! I hope you're doing well.
Hey there. How did I get here?
I guess
That is
you
a
just
good-
followed the door I channeled you. Is there anything you want to say to us?
Hey,
Hi.
Good to talk to us.
Mary, I hope you've been well.
I'm going.
You're gonna go
You
now.
know-
Anybody else there that wants to speak with us?
Mary, are you going back to the river house?
A fixed point.
Are you
Okay.
Mary, do you want to talk to me?
Never.
Oh,
Or
Don't leave me.
Who said never?
Mary, are you okay?
Don't do it. Please.
But do you need help,
You
Mary?
hurt me.
I bet Abby can help you.
was it Mary that said no?
It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Get out.
I don't think it likes me. I'm gonna mute my mic now.
Not the new one. I don't think it likes any of us.
I need to.
What do you need to do?
I'm sorry.
For what?
Yeah.
I think there's still another spirit back behind that we can't hear, or that she can't hear.
Not my intention. I hate it.
So how many are here with us right now?
There's no way.
No way of what?
Is this still Mary?
Tanya wants to know, is this still Mary?
You're reading me. One of you.
Oh,
Her.
Abby, you think they're talking about you?
Wait, sorry, I wasn't listening. What happened?
They said they're reading me.
Oh,
Her.
yeah, I want to know why they don't want to talk to me. Is it still Mary? Mary, are you mad at me?
I think it's somebody else. There was Mary and then there was somebody else.
I refuse.
There's
What do
I
you
don't want to.
somebody told me that.
Is it a man we're speaking to?
I can't. Get out.
You can't what?
Can you hear me?
We can hear
I'm
can
you.
hear
losing
you.
it.
You don't have to lose it. We're here to help you if you need help.
We'd love to help you out if we can. We have to know who you are and what we're dealing with and what help you need.
I love you, Mary.
Okay. So I don't know if they were talking to themselves or
I don't know.
talking to us.
Is that your dad?
Well, I am the dad, yes. Are you talking about me?
I believe it is.
You have something to say to Kindred?
Just,
Or is it Steve?
yeah, I mean, I guess they were asking if I was Rhys's dad.
That sounds like it.
Remember me. Always. Please.
Well, we'd love to help remember you and tell people about you if you could let me know who you are. Give me your name.
Is this Red?
I hope to God not.
Uh-oh.
He shouldn't be here.
I don't know
Nowhere.
what this is.
Let me ask.
Who are you asking?
Am I dead?
Yes, you are. Do you know what happened to you?
I knew it.
But it's okay. It's okay. Did you have us to help you go where you need to go to be peaceful?
Are you hurting? Lost? Do you need help? Is David or Richard here?
Drug use.
Did you die from an overdose?
I did it.
No. Do you know someone else who did?
I don't know if they said I did it or I didn't.
Yeah, that's true. I couldn't tell the difference. I think I just automatically assumed she said she didn't.
You'll always shine.
Well, that's very nice and kind.
Thank you.
Be free.
We want to help you shine too.
You know, it's crazy was saying the be free thing because I was talking to it in my head and I was like, you don't have to be scared of me. I can help you. So that's kind of crazy.
That is really.
Relax.
Was I just talking to you?
Yes.
Knew it.
See, Abby, since you started talking, it communicated better with us as well. So I don't know. You had to do something.
Why were you so scared of me earlier? I promise I'm here to help.
Why were you scared of Abby earlier?
Is it because I can read you?
Get out of there. Hey,
Hello?
really?
Get out of where?
Is somebody in danger?
Can you be more specific, please?
Not worth it.
Who are you talking to?
I was there.
Really wish they weren't so vague, you know? It's like pulling teeth trying to get answers.
It is.
It's like, where were you? You said you were there. Where is there?
I love you, you know.
Any kind of fun.
Well, that's very sweet. Who are you saying you love? You talking to Abby? To me?
Is somebody else there with you?
Repeat that.
Is somebody
some-
else here with you?
No, thank you.
Who were you saying I love you to?
Impressive.
What is? Are you impressed that we can talk to you and you can talk to us?
For me,
Yeah.
Are you trying to get free?
Oh, thanks for dropping in, Elaine.
Hi,
We appreciate it. Can we speak to Ashley?
bye.
Bye.
Rhys,
What about Rhys? What about Rhys?
get out of there.
Out of where? We're at home.
Where do you want her to go?
Can we get some names, please?
Down there. No.
Why not?
My name is Tanya. I'm glad you chose to speak with me today.
We would greatly appreciate it if you could tell us your name, something about yourself, so we know who you are.
Does your name start with an L?
Don't have to.
No, you don't have to tell us. We would like to, so we want to be your friend.
We know you don't have to.
You bitch.
I heard that one come through the speakers.
Excuse me?
Don't know who they're talking about.
Who are you talking to? That wasn't nice.
Tanya,
Oh,
Really?
oh,
Oh, yeah? Do you have an issue? Can we talk about it?
I don't care.
Well, I do.
you cared enough to call her a bitch?
Yes, you did.
Nag.
Meg?
I heard
Is it
nag.
Megan? Is it Megan or Mad?
Nag as in N-A-G.
Oh, NAG. I only
I
know
love you, Flynn.
all.
Flint?
Cousin.
Flint, do you have a cousin who's passed on?
I forgot about it.
What's your name?
That's my kid.
Who is? Okay.
Which one of you are mad at me?
You ready?
Are we speaking with
I don't
Angel?
think so.
Is Angel here? Flint's friend?
Get out of there.
You keep saying that, but I don't know what you're meaning. I think you're just saying that to scare us. Are all the spirits here human
Every
spirits?
time.
Yeah, you just want to scare us every time.
Liar.
You said it. Are you a liar?
Why are you so mean?
I think this is what we're getting a couple of spirits here, but then there's something more on the negative side, and it's hard to tell
Yeah.
when one person is saying something and then the negative thing saying something other. You think you got a nice conversation going, and then that comes out like bitch.
Right.
Pulling you out.
Well, Flint, just because he knew you in life as that doesn't
No.
mean he doesn't know what you're called now.
They know a lot more than you think they do.
Yeah. Is Jeff here? Calling out to Flint's Uncle Jeff.
Behind her.
Behind who?
Where they hang?
Are you scared?
No.
Want to fight?
I have no desire to.
Fight at all.
There's no reason to fight. Have we talked to you before?
I'm good, thanks.
No. Don't play me off.
The other one.
Are you
We
scared?
need the other spirit.
No, I'm not scared. I want to know, though, have we talked to you before? We've talked to things before that,
Here we go again.
uh-huh.
We wouldn't have to do it again if you would be nice.
Yeah, all you had to do was tell me
All
who
you
you
have to
were
do is be
talking
nice.
to.
I think I have a feeling.
You saw our other video, right, Tanya?
I did actually. I watched that. I have had to banish and bind entities at certain times. I don't like to. It's not my favorite thing, but sometimes they're unruly enough that you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
There might be one that has been banished from my presence.
I'm not saying any names though. If they won't give me their name,
Right.
I'm not going to sit there and guess. I'll speak to the human spirits. We'll go with that.
Yeah. I wouldn't
We'll
know
just
the name
ignore
of the ones that I did anyway. I don't talk to them, but I have to deal with like weird objects and stuff moving around. Love you too, son. See you later. Sorry.
Is Angel here? Flint would like to speak with Angel. Angel, if you're here with us,
Maybe
can you let us know?
you think maybe you should let April try to figure out.
What's that?
Is it April? Is that your name? Is her name April? B.
Who?
The lovely lady over here or next to me. B.
Oh, Abby?
What's up? Sorry, I
Oh,
zoned out
Abby,
again.
my brain fried very quickly. I just tried to call you by the wrong name. Did you try to call up Angel for them?
No, just the old man and the cat, personally. I know I've been arguing with somebody, but I don't know who right now.
One of them is very good. That's sure.
See, Flint was thinking that maybe his friend Angel was contacting.
Oh.
We were wondering if maybe you talked to them to see if they will find her.
Who did I hug earlier? See if it'll answer that.
It's gotten pretty quiet here now.
Yeah.
Spirits,
So
are you still there?
We tell the
Anybody
dark
want-
one we're gonna ignore it, and then there's nothing.
It's pouting. One
I
is.
think we're gonna end this session. I'm sure Rhys would like to breathe some fresh air.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Nobody is allowed to attach themselves to us at all, or to our viewers down below. Nobody can go nobody touch the equipment. You guys have to stay where you are and go back to where you came from. Please and thank you.
Stay in your realm.
Bye, Spirit.
It got quiet.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
You get hot?
Welcome
Yeah.
back to the physical realm.
Hi.
Oh, we got the shape
Oh
in
my
the
gosh,
house.
The light.
Light.
The light. There's so much.
Welcome in, Shape. I want to say I like your content, man. I've watched plenty of your videos here in the
Hi,
last month.
Shape.
Okay, sorry, I was saying goodbye to my son and good night to my husband.
Sorry.
I said I was trying to say goodbye to my son and good night to my husband.
So how did that all go?
It was a bit confusing.
Very
Okay.
interesting for sure.
There were some things that were relatable or direct answers, but it seemed like there were quite a few different things going on
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So we didn't know who was saying what.
Most of the stuff was all in different voices.
Mhm.
It was kind of rare that something would be the same voice.
We seemed like there was definitely something more on the negative side. He called Tanya a bitch.
Yeah.
And then by name too.
You got my
so
name?
They got me by name too.
Yeah, I noticed that one, yeah.
It's sometimes they walk away not liking me too much, you know. I can't communicate with them like you guys do normally, or like April does. April's got a clear connection, both like mentally and verbally able to understand things, and I can't do this because that's not part of anything I was given. You know what I'm saying? They will tap me, they move my stuff around, you know, they play tricks on me with things, they cut my hair. Promise, true story. I have a small tug of hair on the top of my head that is gone, or very short. It's a little tough sticking up, but probably about 20 hairs. But yeah, I don't get to communicate a whole lot. I try to use my spot, but I don't like to use it if I'm by myself.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to use things like that by yourself, but I mean, I could, and I have, and it doesn't hurt me because normally nothing comes at me that will try to. Most of the time, they come to me to try to find out, or they're lost, or anything that they're hurting. But I don't generally have to deal with anything.
I wasn't sure how that session was going to go. And you never do.
I'm glad that she's okay. I know I've seen it hit people pretty hard sometimes when they do that.
It does get annoying whenever, you know, they won't ever tell you their names.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or who you're talking to.
Yeah.
And especially the darker stuff does not want to mention their names.
Right.
Or they'll try and prevent the others from saying names or
Right.
giving out any information. And then you could hear them like argue amongst themselves.
Right. Now, somebody was having a conversation with somebody in there.
Yeah.
There was definitely a question and answer session we were not a part of. But
Yeah, Shake, we've been going about 2 hours now, but the beginning of this was me getting used to StreamYard. This is not our first live stream.
2.5.
And we kind of gave our backstory and how we got into paranormal and things like that. So you haven't missed too much. We didn't do the Estes that long.
I wish I was drinking some tea.
Most of it was us talking about our
Oh, hey, B.
I have an
Oh, hey.
idea, if that's
Yeah.
okay. Sorry to interrupt everybody. I just downloaded a spirit box on my phone.
Uh-huh.
All right. And it's working.
Nice.
So if you want me to try the Estes method, I can. Let me know.
Wonderful.
Which
That would be
one?
wonderful, I think.
I don't know. I just downloaded a random one. Let me see.
Some of them will
Yeah.
work for like 2 minutes and then an ad will pop up. and cut you
Spirit box PSB11.
That's probably one of the ones where it'll just throw an ad in your face within 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's the
Spirit
one you
Talk is one that Michelle uses a lot, and she gets really good response from that.
Which one?
Spirit Talk,
Spirit Talker?
yeah. I think that's one
That's
that
more of
Michelle-
a word generator. We need something that's more like the SB7 where it sweeps radio stations,
Oh,
white noise.
I have that new Signal at $10 though. The Signal app, I haven't tried it yet. So
The
the same person who makes necrophonics.
oh, I can't stand the necrophonic one.
It's noisy.
That's my personal opinion.
Right. Different things work for different people, and so. But I mean, if you want to try the one that you have,
I don't know
I
if
think
that
that
one would work.
it-
What do you think, Abby?
you can try. Do you feel like it might work?
I'm muted. I mean, I can try it. I mean, I've had it playing for like 10 minutes and no ad yet. I can restart the app and see what happens, to be honest.
Oh,
I
no.
don't have a blindfold.
If you haven't gotten an ad, then
Yeah, if you haven't gotten an ad, then
So, you know, and then to be honest, I just have my hood and I can just like cover my eyes like this because I don't have a blindfold.
I don't think it
so-
has to be anything particular over your face. I think that anything works.
yeah, it can be anything.
it's just anything helps with, as long as you're getting more into the sensory depth. So, do you have headphones?
Most of the time, I close my eyes and it still helps for things to come through a little better.
I have headphones and then of course I plan to like, you know, do this as well. So like I can't hear anything basically as it
Don't
plays.
tire your arms out.
Huh?
Abby has a purple glow.
Don't tire your arms out.
Oh no, I'll be fine. I'm strong. I'm big
You have a
strong.
purple aura.
Who?
You. Abby. Yes, you have a purple aura
Uh-huh.
right now.
Oh stop.
see it.
Thank you.
I can see it's purple, it's like a glowing, like a,
Excuse me one
like
second.
a misty purple. I see that. It's awesome.
That's
I
gonna
love
make
it when
me
I can see
cry.
auras. I love auras. They're so amazing. Abby, I'm Tanya, by the way.
Hi chat, by the way. I'm Abby.
I ate the rest of the chat. But yeah, Abby, I'm weird.
No, you're
That's all I
fine.
can say. Well, I don't know exactly a whole lot of what I am exactly. I just know what I've been taught my whole life, things that I do that are really weird. But yeah, but I can see the aura. And
I need a better angle. This under angle is not working out. Sorry, it is bothering me.
You're good. You're good.
So, do we want to try a double? Or you need to?
I don't. Mm-mm.
You're cut off.
Oh, for now, yeah. I
Okay.
can't.
Unless Steve wants to. I know you said it don't work, but don't hurt to try.
I mean, he can try.
I don't usually get too much.
No fun.
No,
I
I'll
joke.
try.
That was a joke.
I'll like do the settings and stuff for you. Here you go.
Maybe you're intimidated by me.
I'm always down for science experiments. Let me take my glasses off.
Kind of crawled into a tunnel. Yeah.
Abby seems to get him to talk a little easier though.
And
Women
just
won't me, ghosts fear me.
there's watching. These are, I don't know if you can see it with the light. They are bows.
Like they're
Noise
actually
canceling.
noise canceling. I had the noise canceling turned on. I had to because I
Yeah,
can hear you guys still.
so they're a good set. I usually can't hear maybe some tiny little mumbling in the through them. So, all right, Abby, are you ready?
Let me know if it's too loud.
Wait, ready for what? Asking questions?
Yeah, are you
Are
ready?
you gonna go under, or are you just gonna ask?
I'll ask for a bit. I'll talk to the ghosts for a bit.
They seem to respond a little bit nicer to you for the most part.
Night, Dantex.
Oh,
They love me. What can I say?
take it easy, Dantex. Appreciate you.
Bye,
Good night,
Dante.
Dantex.
All right,
Is that too loud for you?
that's
Can I go louder?
that's loud.
That's loud.
Yeah,
How's that?
that's doable.
Okay.
So
Ready?
is it just me?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
For now,
Just
we'll
keep
probably
it-
send
yeah.
So
the
you're
under
just-
at some point.
All
You're gonna
eyes on
sit-
you, bud.
You're the only one listening. You're guiding
Alrighty.
up, man.
Ready?
Give me 1 second.
Get your para on.
All right. Is anybody here?
Hello?
Hello,
Can
spirit.
you tell us your name?
Do you want to talk to us?
Can he hear you at all? Where are you from?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, yeah.
Are you hearing anything?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
How did you die?
Get out.
Get out? No.
Are you telling me to get out?
Hey.
Hey?
Hi.
Can you tell us something about you? Anything? Literally anything you want to tell us.
Right.
We're good listeners.
We're so
Talk to
interested.
us.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Spirits,
Interested.
Hi.
I summon thee. Talk to me.
Mhm.
Get back from what?
How old are you?
Crafty Crafter says hello, spirits.
I don't know what that said. It came through kind of loud.
Can you repeat what you said?
A little softer?
Said, my name is Beth. What's your name? Who are you?
Her name is Beth. What's your name?
Where'd you come from?
All right.
Man,
I
he's
have an
doing
idea.
nothing. Go
I
ahead.
do. I am getting an ad on it, but worst comes to worst, I can just skip it. Like, I'll keep the phone, like, underneath my hood, basically, so I can skip whatever it is if we need to.
Okay.
But because on my thing, it was just like, I am talking, and I'm just like, oh, so maybe I can try.
He may not be able to hear.
So I'll try and everything.
All right.
And
All right.
if I get an ad, I'll just skip it super fast and stuff, okay? I am going to
Okay.
turn my volume off on my computer, just so you know. That way,
Okay.
you know, I
Well,
don't
how
Then
are we
you
gonna
can't
pull
hear
you
us,
out?
right?
How are we gonna pull you out? Oh no, she's gone. Well,
You want to let Steve know?
Flint asked who told me they loved me. Who was talking to Flint before? Can you say your name?
speak up. Are you listening?
We're listening. We are absolutely listening to you. Anything you want to tell us. Can you
Chrissy?
tell us where you're from?
Spirits, would you like to have a conversation with us
Why?
and get to know us better?
Why? We just want to talk to you. We want to
Do
get
I
to know
live
you.
here?
Can you repeat that?
I don't know. Do you? Do you live there?
Who is this? What's your name?
Hey,
Beelzebub.
Did it just say Beelzebub? Okay.
Why not? Ghost Spectre.
Ghost Spectre. Ghost
How
Spectre.
many are there of
Are
you?
you Spectre?
who are you?
I'd rather not tell you
Fun.
my.
If you tell me your name, I will tell you mine.
We want to hear your story and maybe help if you need help.
It's bleeding.
Who is
Bleeding. Are you bleeding?
Did somebody hurt you?
Help.
What would you like
We're
us to
here to
help
help.
with?
We have to know what's going
You.
on.
We want to help you. What we are here for.
I cannot see far.
Are you blind?
What can you
I'm
see?
13.
You're 13? Well, I'm 17.
What is your name, sweetheart?
Mother.
Mother. Your mother?
Who's your mother? What do you need help with? Are you good?
By the way, I just realized there's no way of y'all telling me not to,
That's what I was trying to say.
Huh?
Before you went in,
What?
I was like, how are we going to tell you when to come out?
You can text me on Insta. I just realized it as I was doing it.
Oh, okay.
So just text me on Insta and be like, hey, stop it. Anything good so far?
More communication, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of.
She
All
said
right.
13.
Going back under. Text me.
Will do.
Hey,
Hi. Who are you?
Hi there.
Lewis.
Lilith. Is Lilith here?
How old are you, Lewis?
Eternity.
Well, that makes sense for Lilith. Lilith, why are you here?
For her. She here.
Are you here for Abby?
it was me.
It was you. Who are you?
What's your name? We have two spirits, I
Hello?
think. What are your names?
What can you tell us about yourselves?
B.
B?
Lewis.
Lewis. What's your name up there? Who is talking to Steve? What's your name?
Can you tell me his name?
Silence.
Silence. I'm sure he's getting silence.
For
Spirit?
her.
For her.
Hold
Who
on.
is her?
Playback.
Are you here because you need help?
Why?
Because that's what we would like to do, is to help you find what you would like to find, so you can be at peace.
Dude, don't.
Dude,
So
don't what?
whatever's coming through is just, now that I started talking, something came through, but
Sorry.
it's so faint and really hard to make anything out when it does.
Edward.
Edward. Who's Edward? Is your name Edward?
Are you looking for Edward?
Jackie?
What happened to you?
Yep.
Oh, Edward is one of the names that Flint goes by. Are you talking about Flint? He can't say Beth, so he
I
called me
did feel
Beth.
like there was some sort of energy that just went by my head like this way.
Okay. Was that you? Did you go by him?
Did you touch Steve, or did you try to give him some information? Let him know you're there?
Merge.
Merge. What are you merging with?
Speak.
Speak.
We're trying to speak to you.
You're speaking.
Hi.
You're speaking. Bye.
It's her.
Who's her?
13.
Michael?
Michael. Michael.
Hi, Michael. Are you Michael?
Is your name Michael, or are you talking to a Michael?
I don't want to be alone.
You're not alone.
Be
We're
alone.
here with you.
We won't leave you alone.
Abby.
Abby's right there with you. You're talking to Abby.
We.
How many of you are there? Michael, are you still there?
Hold on. Luther.
Luther. Who's Luther?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
How many are we speaking with?
It just said the F slur.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Let's keep
Right
it
here.
clean, Spirit. Be nice, please. Nobody wants to hurt you.
Yeah,
Not
nobody.
to get afraid.
Do not call anybody
Important.
that slur.
I will.
No, you will not.
Impossible.
You be nice. Be good.
No slur calling here.
No. I do have
If,
binding.
if you were calling slurs, I will have to ask you to leave.
Get out. Luther.
No, we can't do that.
I'm not
Need
getting
help?
out. You can get out. If you're gonna be mean.
You need help getting out?
Shut up.
I did.
Well,
No.
no.
Her.
Be nice. We're only
What
here
did
to
you
talk
do?
tonight. We're not going to help you if you're going to be mean. No rude. It's
We
not
fight.
okay. We can fight.
No,
Me?
We
fighting.
don't want to fight me. We
Oh,
don't
me.
want to fight you.
Pull
You don't
you.
want to fight me. I
Out.
promise you.
Come here.
Michael? Rhys.
Did I pull me out? I just had to pull him out.
How did we just get out of that
Yeah,
at the same
that-
time and I
that-
haven't got my text yet?
Wow.
That is weird.
No, we had to pull him out. He was getting fucking real weird.
Yeah.
Like he was starting to switch, and that's not okay. Spirit,
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. You're like, you started
Why
really
would-
rocking.
Yeah, I was
Why
kind
are-
of getting into it.
Okay.
Oh,
does she still have her-
it was like I was
Yeah, no,
finally
my God.
starting
Hello?
to get stuff to come through after a while.
Did you guys
And-
shut those off without saying bye? Okay.
No, we don't usually worry about that. We're
Okay.
still in the same spot.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Um,
So
just
we
because.
cleanse before and then we cleanse after.
B
Okay.
said.
All right. That's cool. Yeah,
Mom.
you're good. Yeah,
I'll
I
keep
do
it
that too,
going.
but I usually say goodbye just because I feel better myself for it.
I know I said Michael at some time. That was the
Yeah.
clearest thing that came through. Like it just blurted out Michael.
Wow. Yeah, you said
Wait,
it's pretty
it's-
forceful too.
one of the names that Flint used to go by. I don't know if he still does.
Really?
B, you said the name Edward, and that's the name that Flint goes by.
Right.
Oh, I can see again.
Yeah.
I was wondering when they said Luther, were they trying to say the Lucifer part that we talked about earlier with the Luciferian?
So I mean, what happened while I was down? Like, Abby, what were you doing?
I decided to go into the Estes method as well, and then no joke, it's kind of weird as you took your headphones off. I didn't even get a text from Rhys or anything.
Nope.
Just as you were taking yours off, I stopped doing mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was weird.
Kind of like what we did with Raven.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you did say the name Lilith, B.
Mhm.
And I asked, why is Lilith here? And it kept saying her. And at one point, I think you did say your own name.
Did I?
Yeah.
I did not. It's
Oh,
one
yeah,
tried
okay.
definitely to say a slur. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slurs thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they didn't like my comment about binding them, or because I have binding material, so it's binding when I.
Well, it's kind of often that I get called slurs while in Estes method, so I'm not surprised.
Well, that's when Kindred started kicking a little bit here and there whenever I was more forceful about it, and then it kind of got worse on him from there. You feel okay though?
Oh yeah, I feel
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, good.
I was just kind
worried
of
about this thing.
once I
just
start-
learned about this message whenever Amy started her paranormal challenge.
oh. So
It
when,
never did.
normally I don't even get what I got during that. Because we took our antenna off of our SB7, so it gets less radio interference. So when stuff does come in, it's a little more legit, but at the same time, it's very hard to understand it. It's
Yeah.
faint.
Well, it's
or-
also dangerous because you're making yourself vulnerable. So if you're not a strong-willed inner person and minded, they can suck you in a little bit, and that's where people run into trouble, I think, more.
Yeah.
Because you're making yourself vulnerable by shutting all of us out and just letting them in.
I keep getting eyelashes in my eyes. Ah.
Did any of our answers align? Like me and Steve's?
Not really, no.
No, it was like
I didn't have
totally
too many
separate
answers.
people. No, he just gave us a name and he said a few things, but they didn't really kind of connect as much all the way around. But
Yeah.
they weren't answering for me mostly. They answered her more.
I did this method in a closet with a portal and also created another portal within that portal. I may never talk about all I witnessed. That sounds
Okay.
terrifying.
Right.
Are you okay?
Also created
Yeah, are you okay?
within that portal. That's some Inception kind of stuff right there.
Yeah.
That's,
I've never heard of creating a portal within a portal.
yeah, I've never seen that in my whole time of everything.
I have. I've been wanting to do it for a while now.
Oh.
For a brave woman. Just saying. I stay away from portals. I know they're everywhere, but I stay
Okay, good. As long as you're okay, bro.
Glad to know, Beth.
Well, none of us are actually okay. We talk about spirits, you know.
Yeah.
Anybody
I
that
think
wants
we're
to
all
talk
a little
about it
crazy.
Wait, did I hear my name? What happened?
No.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
I just wanted to show y'all because my altar is literally like right next to my bed, and I'm on like my bed. I have to cover most of her up though, but my Lilith statue, and then a piece of jewelry I wear for like, oh god, where's the camera? Where? There you are. Every day and stuff. So I find that
That's
very funny.
very
Well, it's getting. I didn't realize it was this late.
Oh, shoot, it's almost 1 a.m. How?
How did
Yeah,
y'all not notice this?
because we are having fun.
It's called Three Kings when you face two mirrors toward each other and it creates a portal. Got you.
Yep, there's also
yeah.
one where you can do all 4 sides of the wall as well.
Gotcha. That makes more sense to me now. I don't try things like that. I don't have to. I don't look for nothing. I don't call it. They find me on their own because that's what my job is.
Well, I guess we will call this a night since it's
All right.
gotten this late.
Yep.
Thank you for having me on. I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much
We'll
for
have
letting
to
me
do
come
this
on.
again and be a little more. Now that I
Up
kind
on
of
this
got
Take
this
me to your
figured out.
house so I can do it.
Do what?
Take me to your house so I can do it.
You don't want to come here.
No, you don't want to come here. No. We can go to you, or we can meet up somewhere. But you don't want to come here.
Hey, Rhys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rhys, you can look me up on Discord if you'd like too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you. All three of you. Anybody in the chat?
B, do you want to put your Instagram in the chat?
Sure. I don't think I'll get murdered. Oh, I mean, I don't think I'll get. I don't know if it's against YouTube
You can say murder.
algorithm.
I think you can. This isn't TikTok.
I'm not scared of anything you're getting at, but I'm trying to figure out how to chat.
All right. Well,
Okay.
All right.
Well, I will get down off of here so that I can put my Instagram down there.
okay.
All right. Thank you so much for letting
We ain't
me
going
know.
in it yet. Hang on. I gotta follow the Insta.
Hey.
Come on. Wait.
Okay, I'll give you a minute.
Thank you.
So I'll say, B, I don't know if you saw Camera Freak or Flint is my boyfriend.
Yeah, he told us that earlier.
Oh.
He did
I
say
did
that
not.
earlier.
Yeah.
Sorry, I haven't been listening that much. I'm tired. I had a rough day.
I think
It's
you
all
said it
right.
before you joined up, so.
I just like to have live streams because it gives me people to talk to. Because generally, I'm the night owl all by myself up all night. I sleep in the morning time, so I have night terrors if I don't. If I try to sleep in the dark.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there since it's like the end of the video. You know, be sure to hit the like, the subscribe button, follow us on Instagram, Twitter,
Like, or else I'll cry.
TikTok.
But, y'all are wonderful, amazing, awesome people.
We have merch on our
We do have
website.
merch. I'm
Oh, cool.
wearing some of it.
Here's
Look more
one shirt,
mine.
and
Oh, mine disappears.
Oh.
It doesn't do that in real life.
I didn't get the memo, but that's okay.
Oh, mine has geez. It has a tri-moon on the back. I don't.
OMG, model it.
there you
There we
go.
go.
I don't have March store. I just have my jewelry that I make.
So if you go to our Instagram or TikTok and go to our bio, there's
If
a
I
link
put it,
tree
that's-
on there.
I
All
have
of our
link
links
tree.
are there.
Cool. Yeah, I do have some trees to get the whole photo.
But we've got more than shirts. So we have playing cards, Snuggies. That's a new one.
We've got candles.
Yeah.
I just got my good
jewelry.
I just got my fluffy hoodie. He made one special for me.
Oh, really?
He designed it so his logo is on the front, and on the back it's I don't know about the drill.
Well, I appreciate you following,
Yeah,
Flint.
no problem. What was your Instagram?
Kindred_paranormal.
Okay. I think I got you earlier on there, but I want to make sure. And then, what is yours?
Mine?
Rhys? Your Abby or Rhys?
Mine?
Your Instagram?
I'll type it in the private chat. I don't want it in the public
Oh,
chat.
yeah, that's fine. Cool. Okay.
I'll also do mine so it's easy as well because I don't feel like spelling mine out.
Okay. I mean, I don't remember what mine is, so I can
It's okay. I'll follow you. I'll follow you back.
You can usually find me under Tiny Crystal Ball. Kindred knows he found me on Facebook under the Tanya Nana. And then the Tiny Spidermonkey Ninja. That's me too. So, but I'll find you guys. Yep.
Tiny Spidermonkey Ninja.
And
Gotcha.
it's because of one time some chick jumped on me and knocked me down trying to fight, and I wrapped my legs around her, and my legs were wrapped so tightly that my husband would see both of us up off the floor at the same time. Because I was literally
Well, thanks for following us, babe.
I had an anaconda grip. Alrighty. I thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. This was a lot of fun, very informational. And I love to meet new people with like things in mind. So I have people to talk to about it, not have people look at me like I'm insane. That's the worst part.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and look, the
Completely understand.
What did you just say? All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will go find you guys. Or not.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Have a good night.
Bye. Chat. Nice to meet you, Rhys. See you
Nice
guys
to meet
later.
you.